Liam was also an exceptional situation where I did a play with him at the Lincoln Center about a year and a half ago. It was a very curious piece. It's an adaptation of a play that Samuel Beckett wrote for television called A. Joe. And about 2.5 years ago, the Gate Theatre in Dublin asked me to present something for Beckett's centenary. I had done a film version of Crap's Last Tape with John Hurt about 10 years ago, and they asked if there was another play I'd like to do. And I remembered this piece for television because it's an amazing work. It's a man in a room listening to the voice of a woman tormenting him for thinking that he could ever forget her. And it's a beautifully written piece of text for female voice. And Beckett asked for a single camera gesture, a television camera moving closer and closer to this man's face over the course of this monologue. And at the time, of course, and even still, a film camera could never extend a shot for that long, but a television camera could. So it was done for BBC television in the 60s and forgotten about as a piece of text. It always stayed with me because I love this idea of the camera gesture lurking and focusing as the text intensified. So I proposed them the idea of doing it as a stage piece, and we presented it at the Gate with Michael Gambon playing the man in the room, and Penelope Wilton was the woman's voice. And it was so successful it moved to the West End in London, and Liam had seen it there. When it was invited into the Lincoln Center, Michael didn't want to come to do it, so Liam was approached, and he attached himself. And you can't think of two more different faces than Michael Gambon and Liam Neeson, but he was riveting, and it was actually really interesting as a study of a star's close-up, because really this piece ends up being the most extended reaction shot in history. He doesn't say a word; he's just listening and listening. And through that experience, I realized what an astonishing actor he is, and how generous he is in terms of just being able to take this role of a listener. And I realized in this text, the monologue that Julianne Moore has under the awning, where she's just really pouring out her heart, and he's just listening at one point. So I approached him with the script, and I said, I know it's not like the lead, but this would be perfect. And we had a great experience doing this play, and he signed on. And it's wonderful to have Liam, because it's the type of, in a conventional film, this would be like the wife role, right? Because it really is about the two women. But because of the relationship we had, and we wanted to work together again, he took this on, and I think he anchors that role because he's so male. He's such a strong iconographic presence. And he has this incredible scene in the cafe when Catherine, Julianne Moore, says she's not having just an affair, and he looks so heartbroken at that point, as though he's about to crumble. So look, I don't think there's a better cast I could have assembled for this film. I'd been wanting to work with Julianne Moore since I saw Vanya on 42nd Street in the early 90s, and this was the right role, and so it all came together. But as we know, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes there's some piece that's missing, and in this case, I think it also helped because both with Mamma Mia being such a hit and with Liam's Taken being such a hit, it just helped put together what was a challenging film to finance. It's very tough doing dramas these days. It's as though people don't want to watch drama on screens. They'll watch it on television, and the level of writing for television is so good. But to make a drama like this for as a feature film, it's just getting more and more challenging to make.